Okay, hello everyone. This is going to be a video on Witcher 2, and this is a game that I think everyone should play. I've always really loved this game. It's it's a lot of fun. So so yeah, that's why I'm making this video, and I'm just going to play the intro and just talk about the game. But I got all the achievements in this game except for one, which is to complete the game on the hardest difficulty. I'm not going to do that. I'm not interested in doing that, but Um, it's there's a lot of kind of different difficulty settings in this game, which is kind of cool. I've played through this game lots, like I said, and it's yeah, it's just an amazing game. So I did my Witcher 3 video, and I wanted to do a Witcher 2 video because I like both of them. They're both really awesome. And this game has no DLCs. This is the enhanced edition. So if anyone out there, if you're going to play this game, if you want to buy it, just buy the enhanced edition. Comes with all of the updates, and there's no like story DLCs for this game. It's just like they just updated things into the game and just added stuff to the game through updates. You got the story mode, the single player, and then you also have there's like a it's like a it's like an arena mini game. So when you go to the main menu, you press start, and then you can play the storyline and the campaign, and then um, well, no, it's not called the campaign, but just like you can play the storyline. But yeah, that's the only other thing that's added into this game is it's like a combat tournament mini game kind of a thing. So if you want to play that, you can. But people play the Witcher games for the single player, so um, the storyline in this game is really good. So yeah, just thought I'd talk about that and mention that. And yeah, so I'm just going to be playing on just easy difficulty and just playing the intro and just talking about the game. So yeah, so we're here in the game, and this game is not. It has open world elements to it. It's not as open world as The Witcher 3, but it is still open world. You go to these areas. But for anyone that hasn't played this game, there's no fast travel. So as you go to these different areas, you just have to keep kind of walking around, and you got to go to your quest objective and then go back to the other areas. So that's just how it is. But the open worlds are not too big, so I think it's really kind of an immersive thing that you don't have fast travel. Obviously, in a game like The Witcher 3, it's a lot bigger of a game, and The Witcher 3 had story expansions and everything, so you kind of had to have fast travel because of the size of that game. But with this game, you know, like I mentioned before, there's no story expansions or anything. It's just the single player and the arena mode, and then yeah, that's it. And then whatever other updates they added, like in the enhanced edition, like you get all the updates. But yeah, there's no expansions. So, but the areas that you go to quite a few different areas. But it's yeah, like I said, very immersive, just lots of running around. So it worked well for the design of this game because it's kind of like kind of just the way it was designed, kind of a smaller game than The Witcher 3, but still very fun. And just like walking around here, just kind of like showing off some of the graphics. So this is a bit of an older game, but it still is good. I'm playing on my Xbox Series S, and this game has there's no HDR support, there's no FPS boost, but it still runs very well. I've never had this game crash or anything. It's optimized quite well. Any platform you play it on, it'll probably work fine. But yeah, graphics are really awesome. So, and you've got like magic and everything. So just like I've never played the first Witcher. I'm not not really interested in playing the first Witcher game. I know CD Projekt Red. I know after they release The Witcher 4, I think they're going to make a Witcher 1 remake. So that would be pretty cool to check out, like a remake of that on modern technology. That'd be kind of cool. That would probably be the remake to play. So um so yeah, just showing off some graphics here. You've got magic, you've got all your different signs and everything, just like the other Witcher games. You've got your swords, and that's really awesome. And got the steel sword, Witcher silver sword, and a long sword. You've got meditation, and yeah, you've got a mini map and all your user interface. You've got an inventory. There's a leveling up system. There's a currency system. There's a carry weight system. There's lots of different upgrades. You can get all these different things. You can get trophies, gauntlets, pockets, boots, trousers, armor, swords, a lot of different upgrades, and it's really really cool. So you got weapons, ranged weapons, armor, enchantments, or I mean enhancements. You've got potions. You have traps, bombs, books, trophies, mutagens, alchemy, crafting. So yeah, a lot of diagrams, a lot of crafting, which is nice. There's a lot of NPCs you can talk to, you can trade with, and sell items. This game has a pretty cool economy, and yeah, you've got a lot of cool things. You've got a whole um, different upgrade system here. You get as you level up, you get these talent points, and you can go into them and invest in them. You have to unlock some of them, but they're all there. And then you've got the quest system, and you got locations, you've got characters, you've got monsters, you've got crafting, tutorial messages, alchemy, glossary. So you got all of the things you can read through, and then here's the map. So kind of like a hand drawn map. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's a really cool map. You don't go to like all these areas, but there is, um, I mean, it is the map. I mean, you kind of once you play this game, you'll kind of understand. Um, like this is the map, but then as you play the game, you like go to certain areas, and that's just kind of like the areas that you go to, and you progress through those areas doing different content. So that's how it works. But yeah, I think it's a really really cool map. So yeah, let's what magic would I want to use? Let's go with fire. But yeah, graphics are still awesome, and it's just a this game is really good on modern technology. It's really fun. So yeah, like I said earlier, I got all the achievements in this game. So a lot of replay value with this game. I just didn't get the one achievement. I didn't get I don't want to complete the hardest difficulty in this game is pretty difficult. So wasn't interested in doing that. But if you play this game for your first time, just go on like a smaller, like not smaller, but go on an easier difficulty, and then kind of learn to play the game, and then you can always look up tutorials and guides of how to play this game. And yeah, there's a lot of really awesome boss fights in this game, and it's just really fun to play as Geralt and be a Witcher. So it's really cool. But yeah, when I went through getting all the achievements except the one achievement, the difficulty one, um, all the other achievements I got, they were I took like a couple playthroughs, and then I think I got all the achievements, and then um I think I did. Yeah, I just like kept playing this game until I got all the achievements that I wanted to. And then I got all the achievements except like that difficulty one for the highest difficulty, and then from there I just like moved on from playing this game. But this game was yeah, lots of fun to play, lots of replay value. It's really yeah, it's just awesome being a Witcher. It's awesome to play a Witcher game. But yeah, like there's choice and consequence in this game. There's a dialogue system and choice and consequence. It's not the it's not the best dialogue system. So it's kind of like, you are Geralt, so like that's your character, so it's kind of written as him. And you can kind of go through some of the dialogue and then pick certain dialogues to keep progressing through and playing the game. But the choice consequence of this game is that you'll choose a certain group or a faction that you'll side with, and then later on in the game you will like a certain area you won't be able to access. You have to replay the game to access it, or like um, reload a save or whatever, and then from there you can play in different areas. So they did add some replay value to this game where you'll side with like a certain group, you get a different area unlocked to continue progressing the story, and it's like a different kind of a playthrough in certain areas, and then you go back and then you pick the other group, and then it's a different area too, a different gameplay. So and then that progresses the story and then leads to the ending. So really cool, a lot of choice of consequences, different endings to this game. So it's yeah, it's a very well made game. So just wanted to mention that. But yeah, let us start playing. So this tutorial, I don't think it's too long of a tutorial. Um, so when you start this off, like Geralt is in prison, he's with Vernon Roach, and then it's like kind of like you play this as the flashbacks of this time, and then once you complete the tutorial, then you play as Geralt, and you go back to like the main setting of the game, and then Geralt has like break out of jail and everything. But it is a cool introduction. So I'll play until the part where you have to break out of jail, and then I'm not going to break out of jail because it'll kind of start spoiling stuff. So um, I'll just play like the introduction here. But I think I'm going to be skipping cutscenes of dialogue. So, but yeah, amazing. Like just the wait, let's let it load here. Okay. So yeah, obviously when you play this game, take your time, go through the dialogue. This game is, the music is good, the voice acting, the writing, the plot, the characters, the boss battles, the graphics, just it's just really awesome. So, and here's a little kind of an interactable kind of a thing, which is part of this game. So, also in this game, there's a bit of kind of button mashing and quick time events. So some of those are in this intro here, but they're pretty simple. But yeah, like I was saying, just take your time with this game, listen to all the dialogue. It's really awesome to talk to different NPCs. I like the loading screens. The loading screens are really good, and the lighting is good. So yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, we're in this big thing, so we are just have to keep progressing. But yeah, I think the it's yeah, what I was gonna say, it's this game is it's it still has like fluid gameplay. I do think The Witcher 3 has the best gameplay, I think, of all the different systems, but this game is still pretty fluid. So it still is fun to do the combat. That's one thing though too, like I mentioned that in my Witcher 3 video. In The Witcher 3, kind of the combat and all the different systems of gameplay, they get a little bit kind of repetitive, but in this game, it still has like a little bit of repetitiveness, but it's still fluid and fun. So, I've always liked playing the Witcher games. Like, I don't really find it, I would say that you don't get bored or anything of it, but, there's only kind of so many ways to play the game as a Witcher. So that's kind of just how it was made. But The Witcher is a bit more, The Witcher 3 is more fluid, but this one is still fun to play. It's not too outdated. And then, yeah, I don't think there's, I think most of this game is pretty much just like you're walking around as Geralt. So, Roach, I think your horse, I think Roach is in all of the Witcher games. I haven't played this game in a while, but from what I remember of this game, it's just you mainly just kind of play as Geralt in these certain areas. So I don't think there's like a lot of horde like in The Witcher 3, like you have your horse and everything. But I don't think this one has like a lot of horse gameplay. It might not have any kind of horse gameplay. So just thought I'd mention that. So, but yeah, here we are. We're in jail here as we're talking to Vernon Roach, and yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this, and we're just gonna keep doing the keep playing through the um, this introduction. So here we get to some combat, and so yeah, it's just on easy mode, and again, you can dodge, you can use, your magic skills, and it's good. It's still fun. Like I said, it's not too outdated. It is still really fluid. So you've got light attacks, heavy attacks, dodging. So so yeah, like what I was saying before, um, this game is more, if you're, because like, I played The Witcher 2. This was the first Witcher I played was this game, and then I played this one, and then I played The Witcher 3. But most people I think out there, well, I mean, lots of people play the other Witcher games, but In this one, it's like, if you've just played The Witcher 3 and you come to this one, like, just mentioning it's more about running around as Geralt, like The Witcher 3 is like kind of more open world. This is more, just kind of running around as Geralt. There's not really the, there's not a lot like, having roads. Like you can't just like in most of the areas, you can't just like call a horse kind of a thing. Like it just ride around like The Witcher 3. So if you're used to more open world games like playing The Witcher 3, then yeah, this one is just it's not it's just a bit different, right? It's more gameplay like this. So just wanted to mention that. And I think too, like when I was in the let's see, in my equipment here. Yeah, like the trophy thing, like that's over. Let's see, how do I? Oh, you have to go to it. I don't have a trophy, but yeah, the trophy. I think the trophy is on Geralt himself. So, like in The Witcher 3, the trophy goes on Roach, your horse. In this game, I think it's just added to your outfit. So, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I haven't played this game in a while, but I think that's how it works. So, again, just a different design than The Witcher 3. But if you've just played The Witcher 3 and you're coming to this game, it's a lot of fun. It still is. I think this game is as fun as The Witcher 3. They both have really good storylines and gameplay, so it's uh it's a lot of fun still. So I think I don't know if there's a lock-on system. Oh, that's your medallion. So if you go like that, you can scan areas. And there is a loot system in this game, so that's cool. I don't think it opens your inventory up. I don't think so. I think you just kind of like press the loot. I'll find other loot out there. But yeah, if you press it on the thumbstick, there you go, highlights loot, and here we go, search. Yeah, so there's no like user interface when you open things up. It just kind of it doesn't open up. You just collect the item. So here's an example of some quick time events. So there are a bit of button mashing, a bit of quick time events. There's not too much of it in the game, but that's just how it works. You kind of have to keep interacting with it and fighting different guards. Oh, and if anyone plays this game, you might need some guides when you get to some of the boss battles. Also, this game has like a little bit of a stealth system. A couple parts of the game you have to do like a little bit of stealth, and Geralt just kind of has to sneak around. So you might need to look up some guides on some of the stealth systems and just some of the boss battles. Equipment upgrades and everything. You might have to like use a couple guides, and then as you're playing this game, then you can kind of learn to how to do certain content in the game, and then once you learn how to do it, it's a lot of fun. It's not too difficult. So, but there's a bit of kind of, I would say, a bit of a learning curve to this game, but it's not too difficult. And we're gonna fight some more guys. Yeah, one thing that at least with this introduction, it's really like action oriented, which is kind of nice. And there's quite a few parts of this introduction, so this video will probably be a bit of a longer one, but that's totally okay. I don't mind making longer videos. Okay. So we can just skip that. And there we got some experience. And I don't think there's sprinting in this game. I think you just kind of run. Yeah, you can walk with the thumbstick or push the thumbstick forward. But that's always cool. You can holster your weapons, which is nice. So let's keep going. Oops. Oh, that's another thing with this game. I have seen other videos on this. The hitboxes in this game are not the best. that's one thing I think The Witcher 3 did improve on a lot, was having better hitboxes, but even The Witcher 3 had like kind of some hitbox issues sometimes. But in this game, you obviously you can still, it still works. I'm still defeating the enemies, but you do have to kind of learn some of the hitboxes in this game. So I just wanted to mention that one. And or I mean that thing. I just mentioned that thing. But you can see it still works. But when you fight different enemies, it kind of there's just some different hitboxes. All right. So yeah, a lot of soldiers though too. But this is when I played this game, I played on the Xbox 360. That's when I played it. Um, I did. I installed it. I never played on the Xbox One. I played it a little bit on my Series S. I installed it. I think it was like maybe like a year or so ago. I installed this, and I played like into it. I played a little bit of it, and but yeah, it does run really well on this modern console. So, so here's like an example of a bigger enemy. That guy's taller. But yeah, like I never did a full playthrough of it on a modern console, but playing this on my Series S now, it runs really great. Um, from what I've read online, The Witcher 2 runs good on all platforms, so that's awesome. So wait for all these guys to climb the ladder. Cool. I think Geralt. There's a lot of cool outfits in this game. You get a lot of cool, unique weapons and armor, but it's kind of a cool looking outfit. Because The Witcher 3 had a lot of really interesting outfits and weapons, so this game does have really cool stuff too. Yeah, and this game again, it's got really good cutscenes, and it's got really good loading screens and artwork. And here's a level. Here we leveled up, so let's go to the leveling up system. I can't do some of the other paths right now. Um, so yeah, that's all you do. You just kind of invest in a point. So we got some more regeneration. So there we go. All right. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, one thing that was cool about this game, I think when they announced this game and like when they had trailers for it, I think they were showing off all the enemies that you could fight because this came out like when I played it was Xbox 360, so those days of like that kind of technology and other platforms, they were like it was like, hey, we made The Witcher 2 and like all these improvements from The Witcher 1 and all these like different enemies you could fight and all the different. You look at the graphics, like everything is just really awesome and a lot of detail and everything. Yeah, it still looks good with the stuff today. So uh, yeah, really nice. But I remember when they came out with this game, like I think that was like in the trailers, and like they talked about it, like all the improvements for that generation that it came out on. So really cool and all the different, good frames per second. I mean, good FPS and frames per second and good graphics and resolutions and everything and performance. So and very nice. So I think this is a yeah, this is like a boss. This is like a mini boss. If you have an actual boss fight, there'd be like a giant health bar at the top. But let's just keep going. I'm doing a lot of light attacks. There's some heavier attacks. So also once you play more of this and upgrade everything, you can do a lot more damage and take more damage with a lot of gear, a lot of unique buffs and everything. But yeah, a lot of just kind of group fighting in this game. The Witcher 3 has that too, lots of group fighting. So But I think it works well for this game. There we go. And then I think there's a blocking feature once we've added some gameplay. I'll talk about that or check that out. This game does have a it does have a dragon in it. So also another example is just that cool loading screen that was there. I think the loading screens they look nice in this game. I think there's loading screens are pretty simple, but loading screens do look nice. So here's a dragon. So, but later on in the game there is a dragon. But yeah, if you hold down the right trigger, you can block. And I think you can unlock like a parry system later on. So use a bit of magic. There we go. All right. I could switch to a different kind of, different magic. Kind of a bit, let's see. Gotta avoid the dragon fire. There we go. Use some different magic there. So, yeah, I think having a dragon like this is awesome in the game. And then, not gonna spoil it for people, but later on, the dragon parts are pretty cool. Also too, like, I don't think The Witcher 3 they had like dragon monsters, but there was no like giant dragons in The Witcher 3. But it would be kind of cool to see, like in this game, it had a bit of dragons. Witcher 3 didn't have any, but I mean, you had like kind of, I think, wyverns and everything in Witcher 3, but it'd be really cool to see, I think, in The Witcher 4, they're working on that game. That game's not coming out for a while, but it'd be really awesome to see, like, in The Witcher 4, like, maybe, I don't know if it'd be like Skyrim. I wouldn't want I don't think I'd want like an entire Witcher 4 game to be like Skyrim's dragons, but there's this Triss Marigold, so I think she has a good graphics in this game too. She looks really good. Um, but yeah, no, like in Witcher 4 it'd be kind of cool to have like some dragon boss battles. That would be really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the Triss Marigold, just her character model there. She does look good in this game. And yeah, all the character models in this game look good. Like they're not too dated, so that's really nice. Just gonna skip that dragon part. When people play that, they can view that. Don't want to spoil too much for people. So yeah, on to the next part here. All right. Okay, so let's just keep going. I'm just going to go through these dialogue. I don't think you have to, just because I'll see you soon. So there we go. But yeah, Witcher's always been known for boss battles, but in Witcher 2 and 3, they're kind of like just certain boss battles, and then other kind of enemies you fight. But it would be really interesting to see in The Witcher 4, like kind of some more kind of exploration bosses. I think would be kind of cool. So I think we got to go through here. Yeah, there we go. Because yeah, I know like a lot of other games, like as you explore, there's like mini bosses and different bosses. That would be really cool to see additions in. Well, I know with The Witcher, they're going to make Witcher 4, 5, and 6. Um, I think they're all going to be with Ciri, so a trilogy with Ciri as a Witcher. So it'd be interesting to see that trilogy of games. Would be really cool to see. Another cool part about this game is we had to go down to the well. So like in this game, there's like a lot of underground stuff, a lot of different interesting areas to explore. So I'm down here, and it wants me to use a cat potion, but I'm looking at my recording here. It looks light enough people can see it in the video. But if I use the cat potion, it'll last. like quite a bit, so I don't want to just like wait around and make the video too long. So, but you can always go and drink potions, like um, just like any. I think you have to drink Yeah, this one you have to like. I think you have to. There's a user interface. You have to like drink potions. I think before combat, but the potions in this game they do last quite a while. So, but the lighting is good on my recording, so I think I'm fine. And again, place of power, so we can use our medallion and get that, which is nice. And these are monsters, drowners. There's some herbs there I can pick. But yeah, let's keep going. Just gotta remember where to go. Um, so yeah, lots of different ways to use your magic to knock down certain walls in the environment, which is nice. And just showing off some monsters. Okay. As you can see, some of these drowners are a bit... I think I'm using the wrong sword, too. That's my problem. I was already in combat. Oh, there we go. Yeah, wrong sword. But yeah, again, different, humans versus monsters, they have different attacks and effects on you. So you kind of have to kind of read through the glossary and everything in the codexes to kind of learn how to kind of... We got to go this way, this way. There we go. Yeah, just kind of learn how to defeat certain enemies and make sure that you have the right sword on. But some of them, there's different kind of damages that they deal and different damage that you can do. So, all right, okay, we got through that. But yeah, really cool. All this like underground stuff is like really awesome, and a lot of cool side quests in this game in all the different areas, and it's awesome. So awesome to go exploring. So, and again, like with no fast travel in this game, just it's very immersive. So here's the Scoia'tael, which is a faction that is it's introduced like later on in the game. But yeah, let's keep... Oh, a whole bunch of soldiers here. I don't know if I can charge. I think you can charge up your attacks. I don't. You might be able to. Maybe some abilities. Oh, wrong sword again. I got the wrong sword out. I don't. Yeah, again, immersion in this game. So, um, you got to remember to holster your weapons and then take the right one out. There we go. All right. So, there we go. And, okay, we're going to keep going. I think we're finishing up this tutorial pretty soon. So, again, lots of things to collect in this world. So, a lot of cool loot. So, it's really cool. Don't have to like search everything, but okay, here we go. All right, we're not gonna go that way. We gotta go this way. So yeah, just take a couple more parts to this introduction, and that'll be it for this video. You just gotta like kind of keep going, helping the king. All right. Okay, so that's done, and we don't go that way. But again, just showing off some more of the graphics here. Very awesome. Very, very cool graphics. So yeah, I think that is just, yeah, looks really awesome. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's even got good. It's got good like a good sun and everything. So yeah, awesome. I think I wonder. Um, I think this has a weight system. Let me go to the interface here quickly. I think it has a. I'll check that out here in it. I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna wait right now, but I think you go to meditate. I think you can pass time. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's a day-night system. It might be. Let's see. Where's the button? Yeah, I don't think I can actually meditate. Don't think I can meditate. But I think there might. I know there's a weight system. I don't know if this game has a day and night system. I'm not sure. Obviously, when people play this, they can, check that out. But oh, we can meditate. Let's try. Wait time. There we go. Alchemy, character, drink potions, wait time. Cannot rest this time. So yeah, there is a wait time system while you're playing this, but I'm not sure if it has like a whole day night system. But that's totally fine. You can still wait time, which is cool. And okay, we gotta go fight the guards here, get the key. Because we gotta let the king through over here. So yeah, see this guy right here, he's got a bit more health. Might want to use I got art. Let's okay, so yeah, he's a bit tougher. I can show off a bit more of the blocking system here. You can block attacks, which is nice. So, all right, there we go. Just finish this up. So yeah, good mixture of different. There we go. I got the key, which is nice. But yeah, I got yeah, good mixture of different types of enemies in this game for humans and monsters. Different types of health bars and everything. So that's very cool. All right, then we got to go in here. And go right here. Some more button stuff. There we go. So let's keep continuing this intro. There we go. Let's just skip through this. I think there's only like a couple more parts to this. All right. Yeah, I think this might be the last part. So then again, you can use your Witcher things to talk to people. You could slap the guy. I'm not going to do that. But there are some interactable things with dialogue. So again, listen to all the dialogue as you're playing and, uh, pick what different dialogues you want. Also adds to the replay value of kind of different dialogues, or you could like load a save or something and go through different dialogue, which is nice. And then I think there's another dragon part here. So I'll show off a bit of this cutscene. And we got to save the king. So pretty cool here. You got to just like hold the thumbstick and run, and then we hide from the fire. And just some interesting kind of gameplay. And yeah, I'll just show this cutscene here. So Geralt stabs the dragon, and then he loses the sword. So once you start playing further into the game, there's like another part of the game you play early on, and then you have to part of your objectives is to go get a new sword. So it kind of adds to the immersion of trying to go through the game and find a sword and get some equipment and start playing the game, and it's a really cool immersion factor of the game, I think. So So yeah, let's keep going. And I'm gonna skip these cutscenes up here because there's a lot of spoilers here, so I'm not gonna spoil that for people. And yeah, it's kind of really about it for the intro. So I think a bit more here, and we'll just go through quickly, and then um, let's just keep going. I think just one more thing. I have to like, I'm not going to do this prison part because once you start doing this prison part, and it kind of goes more into the story and characters, so I don't need to do that. But I'll just get out of this cell here, and that'll be it. Another thing too, I think we did. You can provoke. I'm not going to provoke. I'm just going to free myself. But there we go. And just show off some more kind of there's like a bit of fist fighting combat here, and it's kind of a little bit of a quick time event. So I'll just show that off. Not, most of the game is not like this, but there is a bit of this here. So you do have to kind of do this. And sometimes you have to press 2, but I think you have to press 2 here then. I think so. Or it kind of depends on how successful you are at it. And then we got to fight one other guy, I think. And it'll kind of be for this video because I don't want to spoil any more for people. See, there we go. I had to press 2 buttons, but I don't know if I messed that up. No, I didn't mess that up. But yeah, most of the game isn't like this, but just for as you start playing the game, it is kind of like that. But yeah, there we go. I think we gotta. There we go. I got the key. So yeah, this is as far as I'm gonna play. And yeah, because there is this is like we're done the intro. We're just like starting play now, but I'm not gonna play anymore. Um, but yeah, there is like up ahead. There is like some stealth sections, and also like later in the game, there's like a couple stealth sections. So you might need to like kind of like look up a couple guides of how to do some of these stealth sections, but um, once you learn how to do them, they're okay to do. But again, the stealth system in this game, um, it's it's all right. It's not the best, but you kind of have to like learn how to do the stealth system. It's not that bad, but once you learn how to do it, it's okay. And also, like I said, some of the boss battles in this game you might need to look up, or some equipment upgrades or certain boss battles you might need to look up some guides. But once you learn how to play this game and all the mechanics, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I did level up. Let's go level up again. Let's do this one and just some more health. Oh wait, no, parrying. Let's just okay. So yeah, if you do level up kind of quickly in the intro here, so you do unlock a lot of things. Um, these other paths, you unlock those later on, I think. But yeah, we got that and then that. So yeah, cool. So just some more leveling up. So yeah, so yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it for this video. So yeah, I think everyone should play The Witcher 2. One of my favorite games. And it's just a really awesome game. So if you haven't played The Witcher 2, if you like these kind of games, I think you'll really enjoy this game. So if you played some other Witcher games, I think that if you haven't played The Witcher 2, I think that yeah, I think you'll like this game. It's a lot of fun. So like I said, one of my favorite games that I've played. So um so yeah um so yeah, that's really all I got to talk about. So yeah, so that'll be it for this video. So I had a lot of fun making this video, and yeah, it was lots of fun to make this video. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.